What's up, everyone? Today I am out at one of my favorite places to ride, the DuPont State Forest, and I'm about to ride one of my favorite routes. And just to spice it up a little bit, I'm riding my brand new trail bike. This is my brand new YT Izzo Core 3. I won't get into it too much in this video, but I'm pumped to ride it today and for years to come. Today, I'm starting my ride at the Lake Imaging Trailhead and following the Lake Imaging Road. For me, the route I'm doing is more about the downhill sections, and you can really take any combination of trails to get to the top. But I took Lake Imaging Road to Hilltop Road, followed by the first single track trail on my way up, Locust, which has a mellow climb followed by a nice little downhill section. From Locust, I continued straight onto the Isaac Heath Trail, which leads to the end section of the Jim Branch Trail. Again, there are other combinations of trail you can take to get here. Then it was on to Buck Forest Road to a clearing that leads you to the Guion Farm parking lot. The faster route is to cut through the parking lot to the gravel road, but I ended up going around it. From the Guion Farm parking lot, you just take the Sky Valley gravel road all the way up to the Rocky Ridge trailhead. Although I'll be riding Rocky Ridge, I will first be riding Stone Mountain, the gnarliest trail in DuPont. This is marked by the Stone Mountain trailhead sign, but after turning onto the trail, there is another junction ahead where you turn left to do the Stone Mountain out and back. There are many reviews of this trail online saying that it can't be ridden or wouldn't be fun to ride, but I assure you that you can ride it and it's a blast. That being said, since I suck at climbing, I walked a good portion of the trail on the way up, and honestly I was getting a little sketched out because of the amount of leaves on this trail, so much so that I was having trouble picking my footing on the way up. It is worth noting that this trail does not get maintained the same as the rest of DuPont. The narrow single track at the top gets overgrown to the point that it is unrideable between spring and fall. At the top you get some of the best views in DuPont, and it's an awesome spot to hang out and take a break. The ride down starts pretty tame, but it quickly ascends to the toughest part of the trail, which I've elected to walk, so here's a clip of Colin riding it earlier this year. I'll leave his clip running so you don't have to see my shot that had my backpack strap in it the whole time. Some people will scoff at the idea that a DuPont trail can be compared to the trails in Pisgah, but this one is definitely on that level in my opinion. Once you're through the field, the rest of Stone Mountain is very chunky and fast. Much of the trail is technical rock sections with some drops and many rock gardens along the way. Due to the amount of leaves on the trail, I found myself riding the high lines as much as I could. After Stone Mountain, it's an easy ride back to Rocky Ridge, where you roll right into some really fun flow trail. Even though I call it a flow trail because of its sculpted berms and rollers, you will find a good mix of natural features including drops and small rock rolls. This is a fun trail to just get moving and enjoy the ride. The only thing that I would say to watch for is some of the turns can get pretty loose, but I actually didn't have any problems with that this time like I normally do. My pants are falling down. I feel like Brendan Faircloth.
I was at the top, I left the start, and I was like, fuck. So every opportunity I was like trying to get my pants up like that.
Because you hadn't done them up?
No.
Rocky Ridge ends at the road, so you have to cross the street and take the Rifle Trail to the Boundary Trail to Hickory Mountain Road, and that will take you to the next trail on my route, Hickory Mountain Trail. Going counterclockwise, you start with a climb that I find to be challenging in spots, but overall a nice ride up the mountain. This trail can be ridden either direction, and although I've heard it's fun to ride clockwise, I've always ridden it counterclockwise, and find it to be a very fun ride. Once at the top, you drop into a mid-level single-track trail with some technical sections, tight switchbacks, and off-camber turns. At the bottom of Hickory Mountain, you have to do a U-turn to make your way to Ridgeline, one of the top-rated flow trails in the world. In the summertime, this trail gets backed up, sometimes by dozens of people trying to get an open run on the trail. Sometimes, however, it just isn't possible when it is that busy, but on a fall day like today, I had the trail to myself. Ridgeline has a ton of flowy berms, rollers, and smooth single track that's super fun to keep up a good pace and enjoy. Once at the bottom, you will end very close to the Lake Imaging parking lot, where I parked my car and began my ride earlier. And just like that, we're back at the Lake Imaging trailhead. That was about 13 something miles of what I think is the best trail in DuPont State Forest. I did have to walk that one section on Stone Mountain I'm not too happy about, but the leaves were pretty scary up there, and I didn't know if anybody else was going to be riding that trail today. Rocky Ridge was running really good. I was worried because it's been so dry and that trail gets pretty sandy, but I kind of liked that it was loose. It was kind of weird. I liked it better that way. And then Hickory Mountain was good like usual. I did talk to a guy who mentioned going the other way. He thinks it's better. I don't know, maybe next time I'll have to try. I haven't ridden it that way yet. But Ridgeline was really good too. I felt like I got through that pretty quick. But anyways, the bike was really awesome. I will do a more in-depth review at some point. But as far as today, I was really happy with the way I was able to lock out the shock for my climbs. That made a big difference. One big thing is I haven't converted it to tubeless yet, so that's actually something that's got to be done soon, especially up there on Stone Mountain. I was running a little high on the air pressure, but overall the bike was great. The ride was great. If you're ever in the area, Asheville area, Brevard, I highly recommend checking out DuPont State Forest. There's a whole bunch of other good trails, but these ones are my favorite, my best route to go through in DuPont. So if you're around, check it out. Thanks for watching the video. I would really appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. I'll be doing more of these videos in the future, and I look forward to sharing them with you.